Hi guys, welcome back to I Speak English. My name's Hayley, and in this lesson we're going to be taking a look at 5 British slang words. Okay, so I'm going to teach you 5 words that we only use in Britain and mainly around England, but there might be a few kind of around Scotland or Wales, possibly even Ireland, that you might recognise as well. So if you find it difficult to understand British English speakers, this video is going to make it a little bit easier for you because you're going to be able to recognise some of these words. But before we take a look at those words, please make sure that you are subscribed and that you hit the bell so that you get a notification from me every time I upload a new video. I upload new videos every Saturday so that you can learn English every week. So make sure you hit that bell and you hit the subscribe button there, and then let's get started. Alright, so 5 British slang words then. Let's take a look at number 1. Word number 1 is banter. Okay, you might have heard of this in some kind of British reality TV shows if you watch stuff like that. Or you might have just seen it online somewhere. But banter just means jokes, or it can also mean to be funny as well. So for example, the way that you would use it, you could just say last night was pure banter. Okay, it was really funny. Last night was banter. Or you could say that you had a lot of banter with someone, like with your mates. Usually you'd have banter between mates. Or let's say that you joke with someone and that person gets a bit offended. It could be like, okay, calm down, it was just banter. Like, it was just a joke. I was only joking. So banter, again, can mean jokes or it can mean funny. So you can use it as a noun. You can also use it as an adjective as well. Alright, so that's our first one, banter. Next up, bear. Okay, so bear, it's very common in the south of England, particularly in London, but I'm pretty sure it's made its way up north now, because I've heard a few people say this, a few of my friends back in North England who say this as well. Bear basically means a lot of or very. Okay, for example, there were bare people in that bar last night. Okay. There were a lot of people in that bar last night. If I said, oh, it was bare annoying, it was very annoying, it was really annoying. Okay, so bare, a lot of, or very. Pretty simple, right? All right, heading on to number 3, Chippy. Okay, Chippy is the place to be on a Friday night. Chippy is just slang for a chip shop. Okay, so we love our fish and chips in England. I say we love our fish and chips. I don't think I've ever eaten fish and chips in my life. But if you're wondering what the hell this green stuff is, that is mushy peas. It's very common to get mushy peas on your fish and chips or just with chips in general. So it's literally peas mushed up into kind of liquid form. It looks disgusting, but it's really tasty. It actually tastes really good. So you would get your chips or your fish and chips from a chippy, which is a chip shop. To use in a sentence, do you fancy going to the chippy for tea? Okay, now this one might be a bit confusing because I've included tea there, and you would think, why would you go to a chip shop to drink tea? Tea in this sentence does not mean the drink. This is a distinction between North England and South England. In North England, we call tea... in North England we call dinner tea. So tea actually means dinner. It does not mean the drink. So this is a very clear distinction between Northern English and Southern English. If a Northern person asks you, do you want tea or have you had your tea? They're talking about dinner, not the drink. So in the North England it goes breakfast, dinner, tea. Not breakfast, lunch, dinner. So in the north, dinner means lunch and tea means dinner. I know it's confusing, but that's how it is. So do you fancy going to the chippy for tea would be a common phrase you would hear in the north of England. Moving on to brew. Okay, this might be another bit of a confusing one as well. Brew means tea, a cup of tea, not dinner. So we often refer to tea as brew. If we're asking you if you want tea, we would probably say, do you want a brew rather than do you want tea? It's very common. However, be careful in the US, if someone's speaking American English, a brew means a beer. Okay, so this one might get a bit confusing. Yeah, if you're in England and someone asks you if you want a brew, it means do you want a cup of tea. If you're in the US, it means do you want a beer. Okay. For example, do you want a brew? Okay. All right, so do you want a brew? Do you want a cup of tea? All right, and the final one then, footy. Footy means football. Okay, it's short for football, footy. For example, did you watch the footy last night? Okay, someone says footy, they mean football, i.e. soccer. Again, that's a kind of difference between American and British English. In British English, we say football. In the US, they say soccer. But normally, in kind of normal British English or slang, we would say footy rather than football. Did you watch the footy last night? All right, and there you go. They are 5 British slang words. I hope you found that useful. If you did find it useful and if you learned something new, please do give this video a like. It just helps it to reach more people so that they can also learn some British slang as well. And make sure that you're subscribed and you hit the bell so that you can carry on learning English with me every week. All right, that's all from me in this video. I'll see you in a lesson soon. Bye.